Hey guys, welcome to Chaos Unfiltered. I'm your host Abby, and today we're going to be talking about fitness. And honestly, I wanted to talk about this topic because I just got done running a 5K today. It was my first 5K of the year, so my head's just kind of in a fitness area. So that's what we're going to talk about. And honestly, let's talk about the fitness and the 5K first, right? Like, I by no means ever considered myself a runner. I remember the first time my friend came up to me and she's like, "Let's do a 5K together." And I was like, "You have to be kidding me. No way in fucking hell am I running a 5K." But at the same time, I'm the person that's like, "Oh, you asked me to do something? I'm down. Like, I'll try anything once, right?" Ran the 5K. We trained for it. Like, I had to train for the 5K. Like, I am by no means a runner. I prefer to lift. I prefer heavy lifting at the gym, building muscle that way. So running was totally new to me. Honestly, like my stamina was not up for running when I started. Like I was out of breath so quickly. I did not understand how people could run for so long and not drink fucking water. But I ran that first 5K and honestly, it was really fun. So then I planned another 5K with another friend. Got a PR, obviously. Like I'm gonna keep getting better, especially when you're new at it. You're gonna keep hitting PRs a lot quicker, probably. And then I had a third one planned. I ended up not going to that one and went on a vacation instead. Whatever. It's okay. I think I'm going to do that one this year. And then I just ran one today. And honestly, I was nervous for this 5K. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have been so busy in my life doing other things, new gym memberships, moving, everything like that, that I just, didn't feel confident in this run at all. Like, I have not been training to run. I went on a run with my friend, last week, and I was like, oh shit, this is not gonna be good for me. But we got there. I was still nervous because this was a different terrain than I'm used to. Like, when I run outside, it's on pavement, There are some changes in the terrain, but not anything crazy. Or I run on a treadmill, right? I hate treadmill running, by the way, but some people love it. I just feel like it's so fucking boring to run on a treadmill and nothing in your environment changes. Like, you are just staring at something or you're watching TV and I don't know. It's just not for me. So, anyways, we were running through a winery. So, we went from grass to gravel, lots of turns. It was really cool. But that made me nervous because I'm just not used to running that type of terrain. I honestly killed it. Like, I'm gonna humbly brag and say I killed it. I ran the whole time, and I've never done that on a 5K either. I've only ran 3 5Ks, so that's not saying much. But I always have to take breaks, and one of my goals this year was to not take a break during a 5K. Did I think it was gonna be this one? Hell no. But I did it, and I'm so proud of myself. And honestly, what got me through it was I would look at my watch and I'd be like, oh, I'm this far already. Like, damn. And then I was like, oh, I could walk this, and I was like, but you don't need to. I was like, don't be a bitch. Like, at one point, I literally told myself, I was like, don't be a fucking bitch. Just keep running. And then at one point, I was at, the 2.5 mile mark. And I was like, well, I can't walk now. I'm almost done. And honestly, that is one thing that I think has helped my fitness, so much is just saying, and telling myself, don't be a bitch. And just showing up for yourself, right? You have to push yourself. Yes, friends can push you. But if you don't push yourself, you're not going to make the progress. If you don't care about seeing progress, you're not going to push yourself to make that progress, right? I pushed myself today. I pushed myself so hard and I was so accomplished afterwards. And I have a support system too that was like, oh, great job, that's amazing, stuff like that. But I have to push myself first to get there. And that's the first piece of advice I have for your fitness journey is you have to want to do it yourself. If you are doing it for other people because you have a significant other or friends that are into fitness or someone made a joke about your weight and now you're like, I have to lose weight or all this, yeah, it might work for a little bit, but longevity of it, it's not going to work unless you are wanting to do it for yourself. A little backstory on me. I have been hit and miss with like fitness stuff like that. Like I was into fitness a little bit during the end of high school. Like I was a cheerleader during high school, so I was always athletic. I was always doing something, but like actually like lifting stuff like that. Then college came around. I did it for a little bit, but college got really hectic, honestly. So I didn't really work out that much in college, if at all, now that I'm like thinking back on it. And then I graduated college, went for my master's, and got a boyfriend. And honestly, he kind of sparked me wanting to go to the gym. And it wasn't because he went to the gym, it was just right before we broke up. Like I had mentioned, like wanting to start going to the gym, getting a gym membership, all this. And he's like, why? You're not going to use it. And that shit just like rubbed me the wrong fucking way that I was like, no, like watch me prove you wrong, right? Like, and I know that kind of like contradicts my like, you have to want to do it for yourself, but I did want to do it for myself. I wanted to do it for myself. I said that to my boyfriend. I was like, I want to start going to the gym, all this. And then he was like, you're not going to do it. And that gave me the extra push, right? Like I had already had it in myself that I wanted to go to the gym, but him saying that gave me the push to really go to the gym. And I still wasn't super consistent with the gym. I went for a really long time, I'm not gonna lie. Like I would go 4 a.m. workouts, stuff like that. And I pushed myself really hard. I saw the growth, all of that. It was amazing. But then like shit happens, right? Like going to the gym consistently is hard. You have to cut time out of your day as an adult to go to the gym. Like no adult just has time to go to the gym. They are risking something else. They are taking time away from something else to be able to go to the gym. But ever since that boyfriend, like I have been on and off with the gym, like been pretty consistent though. And then my last relationship, I kind of like didn't go to the gym as much just because priority was them. Priority was going to see them. And that's on me. Like, hey, I chose to do that. That's fine. I still went to the gym, but I just didn't go as much as like I would have liked to. Like I am a very big person, like going to the gym at least 5 days a week. Honestly, recently it's been like 6 to 7 days a week. I don't take a lot of rest days. And another piece of advice I'll give you is to take those rest days. But you can have like an active rest day. And I feel like I do have rest days. They're just like active rest days. I do hot works sometimes, and those aren't like weightlifting stuff like that. And sometimes I'm just sitting in the sauna doing stretches, right? Like getting that infrared and just stretching and helping my muscles and shit like that. So, yes, it's a workout. Yes, I'm burning calories, but it's not as intense as going to go do a HIIT workout, going to go lift weights for an hour and a half to 2 hours, going and running, stuff like that. So, those are kind of my rest days. But fitness does not have to be the gym. Let me say that. Like, fitness for me started in the gym, started with honestly home workouts at first because the gym is a scary place, especially as a woman. I like, for me especially, like I just felt like I was so judged in the gym. But then you kind of have to step out of that comfort zone. Going with a friend was very helpful. Then getting out of that comfort zone and being able to go alone, but also really realizing that like, who the fuck cares if people are judging you, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, no one's judging you. No, someone's fucking judging you, okay? Because I know when I'm at the gym, I'm judging people sometimes. I'm judging the people that are dropping their weights aggressively loud. I am judging the people who are grunting. I'm judging the group of 16-year-old boys that are like 12 of them on the same machine and they won't get the fuck off of it. Like, I am judging them. So I'm not going to tell you no one's judging you in the gym because someone might be judging you. But it could be a good judgment. You never know. But you just have to get over it, right? Like, no, like, not everybody that you encounter is going to have positive thoughts about you, anything like that. And that's okay. Like, you have to be okay with not being liked by everyone, by being okay with being judged, because this world is so judgmental. Like, you just have to be okay with it. And there's no better way to put that just than to be okay with being judged. And it's hard. It's hard to be okay with that. It's hard to be comfortable in your own skin, right? Like, that is a lot of the reason why people go to the gym, is to get more comfortable in their skin, But then the gym has this negative impact of like the body dysmorphia, right? Like I can look at old pictures of myself and I'm like, wow, like I look so much better than I did. I can see the muscle, I can see all of that. But then there's days I also look at myself at the mirror too and I'm like, wow, like why is this still here? Why do I not have this? Why is this not, all of that stuff. And I'm still judging myself, and that body dysmorphia is so hard, especially when you are an avid gym goer. You're gonna have body dysmorphia. You're going to have those thoughts about your body. But I always have to like reel myself back in, and this is a really important part for me, is like reeling myself back in and being like, no, like look at what you are doing, right? Like a year ago you couldn't do a pull-up. 2 years ago you couldn't do push-ups. Not well, at least. Like, so I need to see the growth and realize like I can always get better. And that's something like I have realized is I can always get better. There's always going to be something else I'm going to strive for. I'm never going to hit my peak physique or whatever, because there's always going to be something else, right? Even the people that you look at online or like in person, you're like, wow, they look amazing. Like I want their body. I bet if you went up to them and actually talked to them, they'd say, no, like I want this to change. I want this. Like I'm striving to do this. Like that's just part of fitness, and that's part of wanting to better yourself, is that I don't think there's ever like a cap on that. And fitness looks different for everybody. It doesn't have to be going to the gym. It can just be like staying active, getting moving. It can be just doing home workouts, little home workouts. YouTube, they have a ton of shit. Go to Five and Below, grab a little small weight, stuff like that. Get started. And again, it doesn't even have to be that. It can literally just be going on walks, going on hikes, running. Like if you just want to start running, like that's also a way to stay healthy and be fit, like there are so many different ways to go about it. Another thing is just like with fitness, a lot of people think the only way I'm going to get fit, I'm going to get muscle, stuff like that, is to just go to the gym, work out, lose weight, whatever they're trying to do. Like the only way to do that is to go to the gym. And that is not the fucking case, okay? You can go to the gym all you want. You can lift all the heavy weights. You can run miles on miles on miles. And you are not going to see growth until you look at your diet and the rest of your life. That includes your stress levels. That includes how much sleep you're getting. I already mentioned your diet. Like, even like reading books and like growing your mental. Like, all of that impacts your health, your fitness. Like, you're not gonna see progress unless you do all of those things. Like, starting to see growth in yourself is so hard. And yeah, you might be able to see some growth if you just go to the gym and you don't change anything else, right? Like, you're probably gonna lose a few pounds. You're probably gonna gain some more muscle. But if you really want to see that growth, if you really want to grow, you have to change everything, probably. You have to be aware of all of that shit. And that's something I didn't do at first, which I've always ate healthy and I haven't like overate or anything like that. Like, that's never been me, so that has been helpful. My mom was a fitness coach, so like I've kind of always known about those things, right? But now, especially this year, like I've been really looking at what I'm eating, like monitoring portion sizes, even like all of that stuff that like you're like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. No, it fucking matters. The calories you take in, the amount of sugar, sodium, all of that. Like I used to judge the people at the stores that would like turn around over the package and like read all of this stuff. I am that person. I actively did that today. I like turned it over and I was like, okay, this. Let's look at like the off-brand one. Let's see how much that is. And I was like, okay, so I'm getting the more expensive one because it's better for my body. And honestly, that's the worst thing about wanting to be healthier, starting your fitness journey, stuff like that, is the eating and just how much money, honestly, you're going to spend more of because you want to eat healthy. Like, that is one thing I didn't realize when I first started this, is just like, the off-brand shit, honestly, probably isn't the best for you. And that's so fucking annoying because it's cheaper, right? But it's cheaper because it's bad for you. Because they use cheap fucking ingredients. And one thing I can say I've definitely noticed with all of this is sugars. Sugar is everywhere. You would think it didn't have sugar. Oh no, it does. And it has a shit ton of it. I used to love a brand of Greek yogurt. Turned it over one day, read how many, like, the amount of sugar I had. Like 19 grams of sugar in it. And it was Greek yogurt. Like, when I think of Greek yogurt, I think, oh, healthy. Not this fucking one, okay? So I ended up having to switch my Greek yogurt. And, I mean, it's still good. It's not as good as the other one. But of course it's not as good as the other one because this one has 0 sugar in it. So it's not going to be as good because what made the other one so good was all that fucking sugar. And sugar can be so addicting. It is so addicting. Like, that's why people love candy. I've never really been a big candy person, but sometimes I'm really craving candy. And now I have to buy, like, the $8 candy from Target or whatever. That's, like, the Shameless Snacks or something like that. Because they're so like, they're not healthy, but they're so much better for you. But it's also, like, $8 for the smallest container ever, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make because I want to better myself. I am in this fitness journey, and I'm really committed to it right now. But yeah, honestly, fuck the sugars. It sucks, honestly. Once starting this fitness journey and just changing my whole lifestyle, not really my whole lifestyle, but I've changed a lot. It's hard, and it's hard to stay consistent on that. It's so easy to fall back into old patterns. And you just have to fight through it. I mean, there's that saying that's like, it takes like 3 months to create a new pattern. Once you've been doing it for 3 months, like, it gets so much easier. Like, and I can say that that is true. Like, I started going to the gym consistently probably in January. And it's now almost April. And I can tell you, like, when I don't go to the gym, like, it feels weird. It feels wrong. Like, it is just so routine for me to go to the gym now. And it's also still hard though, right? Because I've had situations where people are like, oh yeah, let's hang out. And I'm like, hey, like, I have to go to the gym. Sorry. And they're like, you can't skip the gym to come hang out with me and all that. And I'm like, could I? Yes. Am I going to? Absolutely not. I love the gym. The gym is a stress reliever for me. Like, I go there and I feel so much better. And like, no one walks out of the gym feeling worse than when they walked in. You might be sore. You might be sweaty. You might stink. But you feel better. And that is what I love about the gym. Or just working out. Like, even working out at home and doing like some simple exercises. Like, you feel better after doing it. And I'm not like some big gym nerd, anything like that. Like, yes, I make up my own workout routines. I'll make them for my friend who comes and does them with me, stuff like that. But I'm not a person that like takes those like progress pictures that much. Even though I think those are amazing. Like, I wish I would have done that like when I really started working out. So like 4 years ago, I wish I had like photos from that. But I have photos of me 4 years ago, and I feel like that's good enough. Like, I see the progression. I can tell that. And yeah, I don't know. Just looking back at myself 4 years ago in high school, like, I look so different. Like, face-wise, yes, I look the same. But like, physique-wise, it's a crazy difference. Like, I was told so many times, time and time again, to go eat a cheeseburger, stuff like that. And that shit's annoying, right? Like, that's not the problem. It's not that I'm not eating. It's my high metabolism. It's everything like that. And with age, like, that has changed. With my thyroid problems, that has changed everything too. So like, that has part to do with my physique change. But my commitment to the gym and eating healthy, taking my vitamins. I also do a ton of reading because it's just stimulating for my mind. And it's also a stress reliever too. And that's so important because if you have high levels of stress, you're probably going to end up stress eating or doing some unhealthy coping mechanisms when you're stressed out that aren't going to benefit your fitness journey. And that's just so hard. Like, I've said that so many times in this podcast. It is so hard to start your fitness journey and to continue on your fitness journey, because you're never going to reach that, whatever your goal is, right? Like, you'll reach like some goals, right? Like, oh, if you want a six pack, you can get a six pack. But once you get the six pack, you're on to your next goal. Like, there's not a stopping point. And even if you are, like, even if you do have a stopping point, which is incredible, good for you, now you have to maintain it. You can't just hit your stopping point and then stop doing everything you're doing, because you're just going to decline. You're going to go back to how you were. And I'm not also a crazy person that, like, I don't calorie count that much. Like, I'll look at the calories, but I'm not, like, sitting there counting my calories, counting my macros, counting how much protein I'm getting every day, anything like that. Like, if I did do that, I'd probably have better physique and all of that. But I don't want to build an unhealthy relationship with food, with my body, all of that. Like, because sometimes calorie counting and all of that can build very unhealthy relationships, and it can cause eating disorders. Doing that type of counting and stuff like that, if you're not cautious, you can put yourself in an eating disorder trying to get to where you want to be. And so that's why I have never done it personally, because I don't want to put myself in a state that I might end up getting an eating disorder. I don't think I would, but never say never, right? Like, you don't know. And especially when you're so committed to that at some point, you could. You don't know. And the people that do, I'm not saying that you do have an eating disorder or anything like that. Like, some people are able to do it and not have an eating disorder. But I'm just not willing to risk it. And right now, like, what I'm doing, being cautious and stuff, is working out for me. One of the biggest things I needed to do was to cut out sugars, and just like the unknown sugars, right? Or like go no fat, non-fat, low fat, like stuff like that. Like, you just didn't even realize, like, just changing that a little bit, it changes so much. And honestly, the flavor does not change. Like, low fat cheese tastes the exact fucking same, in my opinion. Maybe not to everybody, but to me, it tastes the exact same. So if you are starting your fitness journey anytime soon, or if you're on your fitness journey, right? Like, these are just some things I would say to look out for, right? Like, if you really want to better yourself in the best way possible, you have to do it around everything in your life. Like I mentioned earlier, food, stress levels, working out, stuff like that. Like, you have to do it everywhere. And that is what is hard. And I also will say, like, don't dive into it. Like, don't do everything all at once if you're brand new to, like, wanting to start your fitness journey, right? Like, that's not gonna help you. That's going to be hard. And it takes time to build up to that. Like, start slow. Because if you dive in hard and then you don't reach your goals, you're going to feel like you failed. And you didn't fail. You just did way too much all at once. You have to build on everything. You have to reach small goals first and keep building on those goals. I could honestly talk about fitness for so much longer. It is something I'm so passionate about. It is something that's a big part of my life. I spend a lot of time at the gym. I spend a lot of time meal prepping, looking at like recipes, all of that. Like, fitness for me is such a passion. So I could talk about this so much more, but I just wanted to give a little snippet of like fitness and kind of what it is to me. And also, like, if you are wanting to get into fitness, if you are already on your fitness journey, like, here's some advice from me, right? Like, listen to it, don't listen to it, I don't care, but this is what has worked for me. And if it worked for me, it could work for someone else, right? Like, I go to the gym with one of my friends, and I mean, I have helped her in the gym. We talk a lot, stuff like that. And she has told me, like, she's like, I have seen growth. And I'm like, great. Like, that's what I want. Like, I am a huge supporter. Like, I want everyone to get to where they want to be. Like, I am not going to try and hurt you in any way to build myself up, stuff like that. Like, I want everyone to get to where they want to be. And if I can help you because I do have experience in some of those areas, I am so willing to do that. Like, I don't know, that's just who I am as a person. Like, I am always going to help those that I can. I am always going to want to see growth in my friends, be proud of my friends for seeing the growth, all of that. Like, I don't know. My last piece of advice is definitely surround yourself with the people of how you want to be, right? Like, if you want to be in the gym, if you want to be active, you need to have friends that are also wanting to do that, right? Like, I have friends that want to do 5Ks. I have friends that want to go to the gym, stuff like that. So you have to surround yourself with those people because it's easier that way. Like, yeah, you don't have to, but it is definitely easier if you have a set of friends that also like to do those things. And also surrounding yourself with the friends that are going to cheer you on to get to where you want to be rather than push you down or be like, oh, I don't see any growth. Like, oh, you're doing all of this and nothing has changed. Or like, why are you doing this? And shit like that, right? Like, we all know those people. We all know the people I'm talking about in that moment. Like, don't surround yourself with those people. You want the people around you that are going to support you through it all. Even if it's not their thing, even if that's not what they're into, like, that doesn't just have to be with fitness. Like, that is a piece of advice that you can take anywhere. Like, if your friends are not supporting you, get new fucking friends. In whatever aspect it is, whatever you're trying to do, get new friends if they're not supporting you. Unless it actually is, like, a bad idea, then your friends are actually just helping you out. But you get what I mean. Like, there are certain situations, you have probably seen friendships before, where it's like, they don't support you in this. And, like, they aren't supporting you because they don't want to see you prosper. They don't want to see you achieve your dreams or whatever it is, right? Like, those are the type of people you need to kick out of your fucking life. But thank you so much for listening. Just about a little bit of fitness, just about what worked for me. Maybe if you try it, it'll work for you too, right? Like, I don't know. I'm just here to talk, to be honest. But thank you so much for listening, and I hope you tune in next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.